How to win that costume contest at your next Halloween party? We've got this and more coming up on Take 30 News.
After a 45-3 win over the Blue Raiders last week, the number 11 ranked Bulldogs take on the top-ranked Tide. Our own Max Ryan has more.
If you're looking for a great way to contribute to a philanthropy, you don't have to look very much further than MSU's own campus.
Watch me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming out more and more. Cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captive.
The 2012 presidential election is less than 2 weeks away. Who are voters saying shined in the final presidential debate? And in local news, you do not have to wait any longer to find out who is replacing neon trees at this year's Bulldog Bash. Also, business in Starkville is booming and sales tax records are breaking. These stories coming up. Welcome to Take 30 News. I'm Sarah Ulmer.
And I'm Candace Barnett. Halloween is swiftly approaching, and so is the need for a costume. We'll show you the best places in Starkville to purchase an affordable costume. And Disney is introducing a new princess that's caused a national uproar. We have all of this and more, but first, Take 30's top story, the presidential debate recap.
It was the final debate showdown at Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida. President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney met one last time before the November 6th election to discuss their stance on foreign policy. Policies concerning Libya, Israel, and China were discussed the most throughout the debate. Both candidates agree a strong relationship with Israel must continue to be maintained. According to a CBS News instant poll of uncommitted voters, 53% of the 500 voters said President Obama won, while 23% said Governor Romney won. 24% said that the debate was a tie.
While both presidential candidates say the national economy hasn't recovered fully, sales are booming in Starkville. August signified the second month on record where sales tax revenues were over $500,000, the only other time being December 2011. The total sales revenue for the year 2012 exceeds over $3.5 million. Jennifer Gregory of the Starkville Development Partnership attributes this to the surge in orientation schedules and the growing enrollment numbers at MSU.
Recently in the Wise Center, the School of Veterinary Medicine set up an exhibit to promote pet adoption and care. The College of Veterinary Science was asked to participate in the Smithsonian Folklife Festival in Washington, D.C. As a part of their program, they were focusing on their mobile veterinary unit, which allows students to get spay and neuter experience with shelter animals.
Along with that, we wanted to talk about the importance of adoption. So we asked all the CVM employees here if they had a story to share about adoption. It could be a horse, a cow, a chicken, a dog, a cat, a rabbit, but we wanted to know how they adopted a new family member.
Members were asked to send in a photograph along with their adoption story. The program received over 80 stories, and all are on display in the lobby of the Wise Center, where they will remain for the next few weeks. You can also check out these stories on their Facebook page, Facebook.com/MSUCVM. And after the break, we have an important interview filling you in on a topic very near and dear to one MSU sorority. And Max Ryan will have your Bulldog sports update. Don't turn that channel. You're watching Take 30 News.
In high school, you got away with it. But now, at Mississippi State, do the right thing. Obey the honor code.
It used to be about black and white.
Things are different now. We live in a world of color.
We no longer live in a world of black and white.
I am more than the color of my skin.
Video game addiction is not only seen in children, but also in adults. Video game addicts suffer depression, anger, anxiety, and withdrawing from friends and family. Put the controller down before you lose your friends, your family, and your life.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Megan McEwen. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is an annual campaign to increase awareness of the disease. So today we have Anna Warren of Zeta Tau Alpha to tell us about the Think Pink campaign. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me, why is breast cancer awareness so important?
Well, it affects so many women, and we know that through awareness, hopefully people will get treated early and get detected early. And when breast cancer is treated in stage 0 or stage 1, it actually has a 100% survival rate for 5 years. So we're hoping that more people will get detected early and
that's great.
Beat the disease. So.
And what is Zeta doing to help fight breast cancer and raise awareness? I know you guys have the Think Pink campaign. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, we have throughout the month and throughout the year we have Think Pink sporting events where we pass out pink ribbons and breast cancer information, and we also are trying to spread the word and raise money. We have like Think Pink Thursdays where we wear pink and we collect lids, so we're trying to get the whole community involved and raise as much awareness as we can.
So that's something our own students on campus can do just by wearing pink on Thursdays?
Yes, so we're trying to hopefully get the whole campus to wear pink on Thursdays in support of the cause.
Okay, and is there a website that we can go to for more information if students want to learn about Think Pink or breast cancer awareness in general?
Yes, we have the Zeta Tau Alpha website is always a great resource, and we also have a new website that was launched called Take Charge Think Pink. And on there you can sign up your email for yourself or your friends or family, and it'll send you breast cancer reminder emails so that people can get treatment and detection.
Okay, yeah, and I think, you know, Zeta's not the only one that really takes this issue to heart. Our own football team was wearing pink at the Tennessee game. So I think it's really great to see that people are really taking this issue to heart.
Yes, I think it's great to see everyone supporting the cause, and it's nice to know that it's bigger than just us and that so many people are involved.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have. Thanks so much for joining us. Up next, Max Ryan tells us all the latest in sports. All of the
Welcome to Take 30 Sports. I'm Max Ryan. Many sports fans didn't expect the Week 9 matchup between Mississippi State and Alabama to include two undefeated, highly ranked teams. Well, this is college football, and as Nick Saban said, it's unpredictable. Number 1 Alabama and number 11 Mississippi State will face off in Tuscaloosa this Saturday night. This game may lack the national hype of the highly anticipated November 3rd matchup between Alabama and LSU, but the stakes are awfully high. The winner controls its own destiny in the SEC Western Division and takes a step forward in the national title race. The Tide being favored by 23.5, this is MSU's chance to show the nation whether they can compete among the top teams in the nation or if their undefeated record is solely because of their so far favorable schedule. This matchup will preview two of the SEC's top quarterbacks, Alabama's A.J. McCarron and MSU's Tyler Russell. The two combined have 31 touchdowns and only one interception coming from Russell. McCarron has the highest QB rating in the nation and has thrown 239 passes without an interception. The Bulldogs lost to the Tide 24-7 last season and were 5-4 entering the matchup. Well, this is a new Bulldog team, and MSU is off to its best start since 1999. Head coach Nick Saban said, "This is no doubt the best team we've played to this point in the season." Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. Central Time and will be broadcasted on ESPN. The 8-10 overall Lady Bulldog soccer team fell to SEC West Foe, Arkansas this past Sunday. MSU junior Elizabeth Sullivan scored her 10th goal of the season 16 minutes into the first half, giving the Dogs a 1-0 lead. That was the only goal scored until Arkansas's Andrea Carlson scored 2 goals late to put the Hogs up by 1 with close to a minute left in the game. MSU couldn't find a way to score in the closing minute, facing their 10th loss of the season. Coach McDonald was disappointed with the results and felt the girls played a complete game. Their efforts didn't go unnoticed to the fans.
Really, really solid. The scores have not reflected the outcomes of the game, which is really sad, but they've been working really hard and doing a great job.
MSU will close the season against Ole Miss October 24th for the annual battle for the Magnolia Cup. The Ole Miss game will also be senior night, recognizing 8 girls on the team. On to baseball, it's the World Series, what all Major League Baseball teams dream about. Well, for the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers, this dream has become a reality. The Tigers have been waiting to see whom they would be facing after sweeping the Yankees 4-0. The Giants-Cardinals series was a little different, extending to 7 games, where the Giants got a shutout, winning 9-0. The Cardinals were dominant early in the series, winning 3 out of the first 4 games, taking a commanding lead. The Giants then took charge, winning the last 3 games by a combined score of 20-1. The first game of the World Series will be October 24th. On to the NFL, the Lions and the Bears collided in a low-scoring NFC North matchup Monday, October 22nd in Chicago. Fans at Soldier Field were silent when the Bears quarterback Jay Cutler went down after being sacked by Ndamukong Suh in the second quarter. Cutler did go to the locker room to have his ribs examined, but would return in the second half. Team doctors said his ribs were only bruised. The Bears defense then rose to the occasion in the second half when the Chicago linebacker Brian Urlacher made a key fumble recovery to lead his team to a 13-7 victory. Lions receiver Calvin Johnson said, quote, "We had a great week of practice last week and it just didn't translate. It just didn't translate to the field today. The Lions never could quite get into gear, unable to capitalize on any of the Bears' 4 turnovers." Now, each game in the NFL season is important, but it seems that rivalry games hold a special place in the hearts of fans and players in college and the professional level. Sunday, October 28th, Eli Manning and his defending Super Bowl champion Giants will travel to Dallas to take on Tony Romo and the Cowboys. The Giants are currently first place in the NFC East with a 5-2 record and look to get a win on the road. That is all for Take 30 Sports. I'm Max Ryan. Don't touch that dial. We have the newest details on this year's headliner for Bulldog Bash.
Some people think they don't have to obey the rules. But when it comes to the rules here at Mississippi State, you better take notice. Don't think you're above the law, or they'll find you. You could find yourself on the outside looking in.
Ring responsibly, MSU.
Whoa! Irresponsible. Trashy. Stop!
Here's your ticket, ma'am.
But I only have $7.95.
Don't whine. Go pay your fine.
Oh, shucks, I knew I shouldn't have done that.
Keep Mississippi beautiful. Don't litter.
The rainforest is home to nearly 2/3 of animal species, and almost half the medicines that we use come from rainforests. But by 2060, nearly all of our rainforests will be gone. So how do we stop it? One way is to recycle. at home, at work, at school. Recycle paper, cans, bottles, and more. Also, save energy by using cold water in the washing machine. Keep your car tuned up and carpool or use public transportation. And finally, spread the word to everyone you know about ways you can save our rainforests.
Bulldog Bash is right around the corner, and the MSU Student Association has announced a replacement for former headliner Neon Trees. The Eli Young Band will be headlining this year's 2012 Bulldog Bash. The Eli Young Band is a country music act from Denton, Texas, and they're known for their #1 hits, Crazy Girl and Even If It Breaks Your Heart. The group has been nominated for numerous country music awards, including Vocal Group of the Year and Song of the Year at this year's Country Music Association Awards. Opening up for the Eli Young Band will be country music band Gloriana, singer/songwriter Andy Grammer, and many more. The free outdoor concert will take place on November 2nd in Starkville's historic Cotton District. With Halloween only a week away, many Starkville residents are rushing to find a last-minute costume. Take 30's Candace Barnett searched around town to find a best place for you to play dress up.
Is quickly approaching, and if you're still looking for that perfect costume, look no further. There are still a variety of costumes to choose from, whether you're aiming to trick or treat. One of these places is Costume Party. Located on Russell Street in Starkville, Costume Party has an assortment of outfits for whatever or whoever you want to be. The store also has an assortment of accessories to accompany these costumes, such as shoes, masks, and makeup. Employees at Costume Party say buying from their store is a great way to support local business.
We are the only costume shop in town. We're very budget friendly, and we love what we do. We can help you find anything you want to put together pretty much. And we're very budget friendly, as I just said. You can try on costumes, which is a lot easier than buying something online. If you get something online, it always looks good. You can try on something here and figure out what works for you.
You can try on many different things, including prepackaged items. With all the costumes to choose from, it's easy to find one that's affordable and all your own. But if you're looking for another place to find costumes without breaking the bank, Dirt Cheap is a sure bet. The store had its grand reopening Wednesday morning after a building expansion, and the doors are now open for customers to prepare for Halloween. Inside, customers can find brand-name costumes for as low as $1 and costume accessories for 90% off. And in Dirt Cheap, even the employees are getting in the Halloween spirit.
Our costumes are name brand from name brand retailers. Our costumes are going to be cheaper than your normal prices from different retailers. They are dirt cheap prices.
So whether you're looking to win that costume contest or just to find a great costume on a budget, Costume Party and Dirt Cheap might have just what you're searching for. For Take 30 News, I'm Candace Barnett.
Both Costume Party and Dirt Cheap will continue to keep Halloween costumes in stock over the next week. If you have been on the drill field this week, you might have noticed a group of young women selling accessories for their favorite children's hospital. Tri-Delta is in the midst of their Dolphin Days week on MSU's campus. The young women have taken to the drill field to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital by selling bracelets and sunglasses. St. Jude is located just a couple of hours north of Starkville in Memphis, Tennessee, and 100% of all profits go towards St. Jude.
St. Jude is Tri-Delta's national philanthropy, so Tri-Delta chapters throughout the country support St. Jude, and since we're so close to Memphis, we're able to visit, and we're really able to see what St. Jude does for the patients and see how happy of a place that it really is.
Tri-Delta is also holding a Dolphin Splash water polo tournament this week to raise funds for St. Jude. The Tri-Delta chapter at Mississippi State supported St. Jude locally before the national organization adopted them as its official anthropology in 1996. Do you happen to be in the market for some new technology? Don't go anywhere. We will have more information on an announcement you won't want to miss. You're watching Take 30 News.
You ready to get tutti frutti? Ah! It's supposed to be my birthday! Oh no! It's the bat! You're going down. Please don't hurt! Don't litter.
Who would you leave behind? If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Hotline.
This is my playground.
This is my playground.
This is my playground.
Get outdoors and find your playground.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. United Way, along with the MSU campus, will be trying to make a difference by encouraging people to come out for a run that will support the United Way charity. The Bully 5K for United Way charity run and walk will be held on October 30th, 2012 this year. The annual run will begin at 6:30 p.m. To register for the race, you can go to the United Way MSU website or can register on race day at 5:30 p.m. The run will begin and end in the parking lot of MacArthur Hall on the MSU campus. For winners, special cowbells will be given and a costume award will be announced. If you're looking for any additional information about the run, you can go to www.unitedway.msstate.edu or go to www.facebook.com/MSU United Way 5K.
If you've ever been thrifting in Starkville along Highway 12, you may have noticed or visited the Palmer Home. But did you know the Thrift is a nonprofit organization? The Palmer Home donates 100% of its proceeds back to support the children who live in the actual Palmer Home in Columbus. To raise the funding for the children, Palmer Home resells donated items such as furniture, books, clothing, and kitchenware at a 50 to 75% discounted price. Destiny Powell, a frequent thrifter, tells us why she enjoys Palmer Home and why she shops at the Starkville location.
It's really diversified. You find different things here, and everything has a history, regardless of if you know it or not. I like clothes that are very vintage and inexpensive, but still very wearable. Everything here is still has a lot of wearing in it, so that's why I like Palmer.
Volunteers are always welcome at the Palmer Home, and donations are accepted Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to know more about the Palmer Home in Columbus or the thrift stores, visit www.palmerhome.org. Apple has a big announcement, and a new Disney princess is causing quite the commotion. Stay tuned, you're watching Take 30 News.
In high school, you got away with it. But now, at Mississippi State, do the right thing. Obey the honor code.
It used to be about black and white.
Things are different now. We live in a world of color.
We no longer live in a world of black and white.
I
I
am more than the color of my skin.
Video game addiction is not only seen in children, but also in adults. Video game addicts suffer depression, anger, anxiety, and withdrawing from friends and family. Put the controller down before you lose your friends, your family, and your life.
Apple has unveiled its newest creation, and this one is miniature-sized. The computer company unveiled the new Apple iPad mini this week. The device has a display that is a mere 7.9 inches and weighs a little over ½ pound, which is 53% lighter than the larger version. It is also 23% thinner than the regular-sized iPad. It is priced at $329. Pre-orders for the device start on October 26th.
And Disney has unveiled its first ever Latina princess, Sophia. Princess Sophia has sparked praise for Disney's embrace of different ethnicities. However, there is also much criticism from the Hispanic community for not going far enough. Many are concerned that with blue eyes and such light complexion, she does not look the role of a traditional Latina girl. The character's voice is also portrayed by a white female. Friday night, the senior vice president of original programming for Disney took to Facebook to address any concerns, stating, "Princess Sophia is actually of mixed race, her mother from a land inspired by Spain and her father from a land inspired by Scandinavia. Princess Sophia won't be on big screens anytime soon, though. Right now, this cartoon princess will just be starring in a TV series."
In Vatican City on October 21st, the Roman Catholic Church named the first Native American saint. Pope Benedict XVI named the 17th century Mohawk Tekakwitha. The canonization included 5 other newly named saints at a special mass service in St. Peter's Square. The Vatican's senior communications advisor, Greg Burke, said that to be granted sainthood is a guarantee that the person is close to God. This new saint was praised to have lived a life of simple service. This was said to be a big day for Catholics in North America and an even greater weekend for Native Americans. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Hope you will join us again next time. We'll have more news, sports, and entertainment. I'm Sarah Ulmer. Thank you for making Take 30 News your choice for national and local news.
And I'm Candace Barnett. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page at Take 30 News. Until next time, this has been Take 30 News.